Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
It's caught downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Dumps it off in the flats. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quick release by the QB. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10. Touchdown Gators. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking.
He's going for the big play. Reels it in on the left side. There he goes. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
Catch in the middle, it's Quinn. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's McKinney. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Got a man in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Florida.
And the Gators line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, the TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Off play action on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Woo. Deep breath, big sigh of relief. He's able to recover it. You know, you put that thing on the deck, you start to panic. But great job getting back to the fumble, recovering his own fumble. Otherwise, that could have been bad.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McKinney. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Working that left side now. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Looking to throw on first down. Going for 6. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first...
Breaks into the open. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Hits him in stride at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bama!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Gators sending the offense back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Gators are rolling down the field. The give out of the gun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Barry. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll run play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
To do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack. Set them back, but they'll go for it here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Got his man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slots.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Looking to fire. On target. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted in house, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. drive comes from the 27. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Barry. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
QB's by 6. No gain on the play. 2nd down.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. And it's no good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Florida! They take the lead with the 6.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Ohio is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout those Bobcats fans will remember for some time. They're up by 17 over Kent State. Any big developments here on the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not.
30 on the Jets. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Hines is tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run. Now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Still looking on the move. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Alabama pushing the tempo. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Bringing the heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Looking for space, it's Barry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, thrown for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Here comes that Alabama offense. how about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Wants to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
He's tackled at the 36-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't.
Intercepted, number 19.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
They go to the ground. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
They're dealing with a second and long. Handoff to the lone back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it then.
Going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Quinn. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Makes the grab. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question.
There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the 1st.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter, go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. inside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. On the move. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Gators headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to cap.
Breaks into the open. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Looking for room. It's Barry. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Back has it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack down down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. Got some room to run.
I'll tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Snap it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were #1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season. And you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work